This is going to be tough. Miles Edgeworth is a conviction machine. He's never lost a case.
This court is hereby in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
The prosecution is ready to begin, Your Honor.
The defense is ready as well, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth, you may at this time proceed with your opening statement.
With pleasure, Your Honor. The victim is esteemed lawyer Miss Mia Fey, and the defendant is her sister, Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution has physical evidence as well as eyewitness testimony to this act of violence. I will prove beyond a doubt that Maya Fey murdered her sister. I call upon our first witness to take the stand. If you would, state your name and profession.
Sir, I'm Homicide Detective Dick Gumshoe, Senior Detective in the Homicide Squad of the District Police Force.
I shouldn't need to remind you, Detective, but please keep your testimony concise and factual.
Of course, Your Majesty!
First, I'd like details on the crime itself.
I brought a visual of the office floor plan to explain. The body was found slumped by the window.
Cause of death?
Blunt force trauma to the head.
The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, correct?
Yes, sir. It was found next to the victim.
Can you explain why, upon your arrival to the crime scene, you placed Maya Fey under arrest?
I had evidence that named her as the attacker. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. She left a message written in blood that refers to her very own sister. Forensic tests showed the blood on the note matches that of the victim, so I was right to make the arrest.
The victim's heroic final act was to reveal her killer's identity.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Objection!
happened.
Hang on just 1 second, Dick. It would have been impossible for the victim to leave that bloody message herself.
Ha! And what makes you so sure about that, kid?
It's straight from the autopsy report, which states that the victim died instantly from blunt force trauma.
That's true. And after that happened, she used her last ounce of strength to write down the killer's name.
So you believe that she died instantly and then wrote down the name?
I guess.
How could she do that if she's dead?
I don't know. I mean, it is kind of weird.
No, what it is impossible. Therefore invalid. I think I nailed them. Find something amusing?
Indeed I do. Your great lack of experience. You're referring to an outdated report.
What do you mean by that?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday, and the report was changed. From died instantly to pretty much instantly.
That's odd.
It says pretty much?
Ergo, it's quite possible the victim could have written that message. The report gives her just enough time to do that.
I'd advise the defense to peruse all the evidence before the trial begins.
But I did, Your Honor! This report was never shared with me.
Well, I did only receive it this morning, so I didn't have proper time to share. Apparently, there was an error in the paperwork. Wasn't there, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, that wasn't my fault!
The fact remains, preparation is paramount if you want to win.
Miles, I've heard you play dirty, now I see it for myself.
You may believe in your client, but proof of innocence is everything in the courtroom. Beliefs mean nothing. Seems our upstart defense attorney is pretty much DOA.
I fell right into his trap.
That's not good.